Be the hero of your barbecue this summer with these 3 sides that deserve all the glory. We have savory, light, and an all-round crowd pleaser. Whether you're grilling for friends or feeding a hungry crowd, these dishes will have everyone coming back for seconds, or even thirds. First, we have these honey garlic barbecue corn ribs, garnished with parsley and freshly grated parm. They're smoky, sweet, savory, and a great way to make corn a little bit more exciting for your next get-together. This recipe relies on just 6 ingredients, but each one is doing some heavy lifting. We're using local honey for a richer flavor, unsalted butter to bring out the flavor of the corn, and some fresh herbs and grated parm to really bring things to the next level. We're going to start with making the dressing. In a small bowl, add your butter and honey. With local honey, it's often thicker, meaning lower moisture, which is great for sticking to the corn. Then add your garlic and mix until well combined. You're going for a sauce-like consistency that's easy to brush. And once that's ready, you can just set it aside. Now, to make your corn ribs, you're going to want to use a heavy-duty knife, like this one, or one with dimples, because the core is super tough. We're going to cut off the ends, and then cut the corn into quarters going lengthwise. As you press down here, you should hear a loud crack, like that. And these are your corn ribs. Now we just place them on a baking tray kernel side upwards, and now we brush with the honey garlic sauce. You can be generous with the brushing here so the honey garlic sticks to the corn. We're going for an even layer on all sides throughout. And we're going to grill these on the barbecue, but you can also bake them in the oven. We heated our barbecue to 350 degrees or on high. Place them down and let them get charred. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes. If you have any extra garlic sauce, feel free to brush on the corn as you go. You're looking for the sugars to caramelize and the garlic to be roasted. We're going to rotate about 3 times until it's completely charred on each side. And once they're ready, you can take them off the grill, and we're garnishing with Parmesan and parsley. And there you go, honey garlic Parmesan corn ribs. Now they're ready to serve. Next, we have our cheesy baked potato casserole. This recipe is a great way to take twice baked potatoes and turn it into a casserole for a group setting. This recipe requires minimal ingredients, mainly russet potatoes for the starch content, heavy cream butter and sour cream to get the right consistency, and toppings like bacon, green onions, and cheddar cheese for flavor. So first we're going to boil the potatoes. In a large pot we're adding russet potatoes, kosher salt, and we're going to let the potatoes boil until tender. Boiling them from cold water helps prevent the potatoes from going mealy or mushy, especially when we're making mashed potatoes. Once they're fork tender, we're draining the water and laying them into a casserole dish. We're adding butter, heavy cream, sour cream, and salt and pepper. We're going for a creamy consistency or your preferred texture. This is also a great time to season accordingly. And now we mash. Here's where you add more cream if you're looking for a smoother texture. Add your bacon, green onions, cheddar cheese, and mix until well combined. Feel free to spread generously. And we're going to top with more cheese, and bacon, and we're going to let this bake until golden brown. And here it is right out of the oven. Garnish with green onions and serve. You can serve it immediately or wrap it up, place it in the fridge, and save it for a week. Last but not least, we have our hot honey flatbread. Now, I'm a huge fan of flatbread during the summer. They're light, you can add your favorite toppings, and they have a lot of great textures. The crunch from the bread, the creaminess of the burrata, and when you add the heat, it really brings it up a level. This recipe has easy, customizable ingredients like burrata, arugula, gem tomatoes, caramelized onions, and of course hot honey, which is a mix of hot sauce and honey. Brush with oil, flip, and repeat on both sides. You can also add spices to the oil, or as an alternative, brush with butter. Then place it on the barbecue to toast. When grill lines develop, they're ready to flip. The flatbread should also have this light and fluffy texture with crispy edges. Once they're toasted on both ends, we can take it off the grill. Now that it's toasted, we can add our toppings. Spread your caramelized onions generously across. We're going for an even spread throughout with about 1 inch just to be able to grab the sides. Followed by arugula, we toss these in any remaining oil for an extra shine. Place your prosciutto down, we rolled them up into triangles for a cleaner presentation, and add dollops of burrata in the spaces. The creamy rich texture of the burrata complements the peppery bite of arugula and the saltiness of the prosciutto. Then squeeze your gem tomatoes in any of the remaining spots. They add a nice pop of color and balance to the rest of the flavors. Now that we have our toppings, we can drizzle with hot honey. And if you're not a fan of heat, a balsamic glaze would also work. Now all we have to do is cut it and serve. And here they are. These recipes are rich, comforting, making them secret scene stealers when accompanied by any mains. You can serve them immediately or pack ahead in advance. And there you go, 3 sides to complement any barbecue. You can find these recipes and more at flavornetwork.ca. And if you like this video, hit the subscribe button.